Hi everyone, it's Aubrey in Wonderland, and oh my gosh, you guys, this is literally the first opportunity I have had since I last posted a video to update you guys. As I've mentioned before, I work for a roofing company and it's an extremely busy time of year for us. And then not only that, but we left on our California trip, got back, and just a couple days later, our dear friends from out of state came and stayed with us. It was an adventure. They brought their 4 daughters with them, and we have our 3 sons and not that big of a house. So that was fun. We had a great time, but all that makes for 0 privacy and 0 private time. So, okay. So, sorry, I had a thing. Anyway, all right. So I'm just going to dive right into some numbers to cover the last few weeks while I've been gone. Last time I did video was week 14 on the 6th of July, and I was, well, first before I get into that, I'm sorry, let me just back up here. I don't know why I can't get this little routine at the beginning down. I get flustered every time. But anyway, I had Roux-en-Y gastric bypass on March 22nd, 2016 with Dr. Archer in Bend, Oregon. I am 35 years old and I am 5'6". My high weight was 288, my surgery weight was 255, and last time I posted an update for you was July 6, 2016, and I was 206.2. The next week was my 15 week, and I was at 204 exactly, so that's a 2.2 pound loss that week. And then week 16, I was at 202.4 with a 1.6 pound loss that week. And on my 4-month anniversary on July 22nd, 2016, I was at 198.6. So that was a 1.4 pound loss, and yes, that means I got to Wonderland. So that was really, really exciting. I had so much going on with our company and stuff. I really didn't celebrate it much, and I think it just needed to sink in a little bit. So anyway, that is a total of 89.4 pounds lost since my highest weight, and 56 pounds in 4 months from my surgery. So that's all really exciting. I wanted to share with you guys about my trip to California. Some exciting things happened. First off, last time I flew was in May of 2015, so just over a year ago, and I was stressed out getting on that plane because you've got all your stuff and you're carrying it all and you're trying to get down that narrow aisleway and you're nervous about who's sitting next to you. And then I was also very nervous at that time that the seatbelt was not going to fit. So I was nervous that I was going to have to ask for a seatbelt extender. I had never had to ask for one before, but last year I was heavier than I had ever been while flying. So I got on the plane a couple weeks ago, and well, I'll show you. Got to take the picture, of course. So I had like that much at the end of my seatbelt that I could have tightened it up. And the funny part is, you know, I'm looking down the aisle at a lady who I perceived to be smaller than myself, and she's got less slack to go on her seatbelt. And you know, don't take this the wrong way, nobody's watching you, but I was particularly in tune to that particular issue on that day. I was just kind of, I don't feel a lot smaller than I was when I started this. In some ways I do, in some ways I don't. So sometimes I just need to do a little comparison to really give myself that reality check. So that was exciting. That was a great start to our trip. We went to the wedding, and I'm happy to tell you that everything went really, really great. As far as family and seeing people and all that goes, I immediately had very pointed questions from people. What specifically are you doing? And then I would say, well, I've been working out really hard, going to the gym all the time. I've been eating a really high protein diet. And then they'll say things like, well, how much protein? Well, okay, so working out and protein, is that all you've been doing? Like, just not that they knew, but the questions were just, honestly, they were relentless. And with the right person, I was able to just kind of brush it off and just move on and talk about something else. But with certain people, I felt comfortable enough, and I felt uncomfortable not sharing that I had had surgery. And so with certain people, I gave my regular talk, and then at the end of that, I said, and in March, I had surgery. So, you know, you really can't argue with results. I know the proof is in the pudding down the road too, but for right now, I'm feeling great. People are telling me I'm looking great, and there's really nothing negative you can say about that, right? So I felt good about that. It was good. So, Disneyland. I really am such a Disney freak. I should just make a side Disney video, like Disneyland and bariatric surgery, and just kind of go into all of it. I won't do that to all of you. I know you're not all as crazy as I am about Disney. But couple main things I want to touch on. The first thing was that I had been to Disneyland only a year earlier. And at that time, I weighed approximately 70 pounds more than when I went this year. By the end of it, I had blisters on my feet so bad that I had to get a scooter just to make it through the rest of the trip. This trip, I did all 3 days with 0 problems with my feet. I had no blisters. I had no plantar fasciitis. Honestly, my feet weren't even that sore by the end of the day. Now, especially the first day, I was a little bit disappointed, and here's why. I had really bad knee pain. My legs were seizing up like soreness and muscle pain. And I'm just here to tell you that weight loss and weight loss surgery is not the answer to all your problems, all things physical. You still might experience soreness or joint problems or things like that. A lot of issues I would have attributed to my weight this year, I struggled with, and not having to do with my weight. So that was a little bit of a reality check for me, for sure. You know, it's hard on your body going to Disney. You're on concrete all day long. You're getting up and down into those low rides and back up and squished into small spaces, and overall it was great. One of the things I noticed is that I would go to bed absolutely exhausted and sore and feeling beat up, but I would wake up feeling good, and all that soreness and exhaustion would go away after a good night's sleep, which was not always my experience in the past. So that was really cool. Food wise, there are lots of great foods at Disneyland that you can eat and stay on plan. The difficult part is family. If you're contending with what your family's wanting to eat, is, you know, something that you can have way on this side of the park and your family wants to eat on this side of the park. You got to really work all that out. I think I will do a separate video on what's to eat at Disneyland for a bariatric patient. But one thing I was the most excited about, and boy have I got a story for you, was the ice cream, the no sugar added butter pecan ice cream at Clarabelle's hand scooped ice cream shop. And that's at California Adventure. And so I had a scoop of that on a sugar cone because they only had waffle cones and sugar cones. So I finished that scoop of ice cream, and it's a big scoop. I mean, it must be a cup, but it's only supposed to be 4 grams of sugar for a half a cup. So I ate the ice cream and I took 2 small bites of the sugar cone, which the sugar cone had like 30 grams of sugar in it or something like that. But they were just 2 little chips off the side that I ate. Well, I felt fine right away. No issues. We decided to go back over to Disneyland, so we had to cross to the other park, and we went to the lockers before we were going to go do something else. And during that time, there was a parade going down Main Street. So I got to the lockers, and all of a sudden, that ice cream hit my stomach. And I'm telling you guys, I went from like, oh, something might be happening with my stomach, to, oh my gosh, I need a bathroom now. Like that. I mean, it was unreal how quickly that hit my stomach. So I was panicking. I asked someone who worked there, where's the nearest bathroom? And she's like, oh, the nearest bathroom. The nearest bathroom is across the parade and through there. And if you just wait for an opportunity, they'll stop the parade and let people through. And I'm like, never mind. So I go to another person and I'm like, where's the nearest bathroom? It's an emergency. And they're like, across the parade, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what if I don't cross the parade? They're like, Tomorrowland. So I'm in the middle of Main Street. I have to go all the way down and around into Tomorrowland and find the bathroom. At this point, I'm strategizing, like, what am I going to do? Are we going to go home for the day if mom poops her pants? Seriously, it was happening. So I'm thinking, if there's a line at the bathroom, I don't care. I'm cutting. So I get to the bathroom. I'm not even in the bathroom all the way yet, you guys. I'm undoing my shorts. I run into the bathroom. I just barely made it on time. And I don't know how. I promised you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, here it is. I don't know how there was nothing on my underwear. Like, I don't know how that happened. But there wasn't. Thank God. I was able to make it on time. But that... talk about a close call. So, that was the only time in the entire park that I ate something that didn't agree with me. I did not have to ever throw up or have something feel like it was stuck or anything. I mostly shared meals with my husband. They had things like carne asada and shredded chicken with Mexican food. I had the inside of a sandwich one time. I'm happy to say that salad settles great with me now. So I was able to have like a salad with grilled chicken on it. Oh, and the turkey legs. Awesome. Those babies are massive. So I had a couple bites of that. Felt totally full. Gave the rest of my family big chunks off of it and still took most of it home. So that was awesome. So it was a really great trip, really cool things. Just the NSVs were just out of control while I was there, just every little thing. One special moment was we had just gotten there on our first day, and my son pointed out a Minnie Mouse shirt in the window, and he said, "Oh, Mom, you could get that shirt. That would be awesome. You love Minnie Mouse." And it dawned on me that I had never been able to buy a shirt before at Disneyland because they didn't carry plus sizes at the time. They do now, but even their plus sizes, even now, their shirts, their clothes run really small. So when I was really pushing the limits on a 3X, I couldn't have bought anything there last year. And this year I could buy any shirt I want because I wear a large or an extra large now on top. And so right there on Main Street, I started to cry. It was just really special. So it just was like, this is no longer conceptual. I'm going to feel this way. I'm going to be able to experience these things. Disneyland is going to be so much better, so much more awesome. To me, I was there and it was happening. It was just really special. So that's awesome. And I'll insert a picture here, me and my shirt. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. I'll talk more next week in my next week's update about talking to people about my surgery, because you guys, it's been like crazy. Everybody I see everywhere I go, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you look amazing. What are you doing? What's happening? How are you losing all this weight?" And it's just been a little overwhelming, very exciting, and I just have to say, no matter how much you prepare yourself for what will I say, what will I do, it's very different when you're in the moment and you're dealing with that. So another fun thing, you know, I haven't done a body shot in forever, and this won't be an official, you know, show all body shot, but let me show you guys. We went to lunch at Rainforest Cafe while we were in downtown Disney, and I was able to buy a dress. So that was exciting, and I'll show it to you. I've never bought a long dress before. So this is my dress. This is me. And then the dress goes all the way to my feet, which you can't see right now. But so that was kind of new for me. Let's see if I can get the right angle here. Not really. But anyway, the dress goes all the way to my feet. So it was fun being able to buy stuff and just feeling really good. So anyway, that's my update. Wonderland 198.6, which is awesome. Feeling good. I love you guys. I've missed you guys. I've been watching some videos here and there, but I think everybody's busy because some people I haven't seen in a while too. So hope you guys are all doing well. I'll see you next time. Bye.